Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. And today we have for you Game 22 of the 2019 Major League Soccer regular season. So much to remember. Anyway, let's take a look at the competition, see where we're at. Still in third place after 21 games, 9 wins, 4 draws, 8 losses, 31 points, total of +3 goal differential is what I meant to say. Anyway, we're still sort of stuck in neutral at the moment, and mostly because we've been having a couple of draws recently. Saw the Orlando City draw last episode, 1-1. And then we had sort of a dull affair versus Minnesota United, 0-0 draw at home. Not very good. It wasn't a great game. We had to play a bit of a rotated side because right now the Gold Cup is going on. And Team Canada, of course, is involved in the Gold Cup competition. So we got a bunch of our players out on international duty. Now, I could have postponed like 3 games, but I didn't really want to do that because I didn't want to upset the rhythm of the season. You know, and it would have just crowded the second half of our season with games. So I wanted to keep them spread out. We've got a deep enough team that we can handle this. And if we have to suffer through a couple of draws, I guess that's not the worst thing that could happen. So we did have a draw versus Minnesota. Also, this is kind of a weak point in our schedule right now. So I think we can face some teams who are beatable with our second team. Minnesota was one of those teams, but we couldn't pull off the victory. I'd love to show you some highlights, but there were none. It's 0-0 draw, not a lot going on. Romero played pretty well out on the wing, 7.4, got the player of the match. Best rating of anybody on either team. Cabrera played pretty well, central defense. Dupuis played terribly. Target man, we had to bring in Mancosu off the bench, and he didn't play a heck of a lot better. So not a great time going on there. So next up we got Seattle. That's going to be a fun game, but a lot of other stuff have happened in the last week, like last 2 weeks, I guess. A lot of crazy stuff. First of all, we'll go home and say we got a new contract. Contract is good until 2021, so a nice 2-year contract. Got a little bit of a raise, $888,000. Looking pretty good there. I tried to get him to go $1 million, but they wouldn't. We had to haggle a little bit, and we got him to $888. So that's a pretty good chunk of change. I'd definitely take that. We can take a look at club news and see some other stuff we got going on. We got our big rivalry game. Well, I guess it's not a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game in our mind, I suppose, with Remy, and he fears a defeat. So, he's definitely afraid of us. And then we've been signing a lot of players. Been signing, a lot of our coaches, some of our players who, get a lot of contracts running out this season. So we've been re-signing a bunch of people. Not only did our contract get renewed, but, we're trying to renew the staff and everything else. Laren became the record goal scorer for Team Canada. 24-year-old has notched his 23rd international goal in a recent match versus Barbados. The previous record was held by Dwayne De Rosario, who amassed 22 goals. So that's pretty crazy that, a 24-year-old already has the goal-scoring record. They got Guatemala coming up. They're in the Group C, so they just came off that victory versus Barbados, 2-1, friendly. So they're going to start Team Canada duty here. So you can see how long they've been out. So they had friendly on the 6th, and then this tournament's going to run until the 20th. So that's, 2 or 3 weeks that they're going to be going through this Gold Cup tournament, and that's just the group stage. So we got to you got to worry about all this crazy schedule that all of our Team Canada players are going to have. So we got to watch out for that. Let's see, anything else with the news? Let's see, Romero signed a deal. Oh yeah, we're gonna make another trade. Well, we tried another trade and we completed a trade with NYC FC. So we went and got their second round pick next season, which they're doing very poorly. So that means they're gonna have one of the top picks in the second round. So that's pretty good. And for them, we traded them $50,000 in allocation money. Traded them our second round pick, which is going to be a much worse second round pick, and our fourth round pick because I don't like fourth round picks. And New York City needs more players, so I'm trying to give them more draft picks and give them some money, just help them out, help a brother out, basically. There was more New York City news. Check out NYCFC, and they got a new coach. Let's see. And they completed some more trades, so it looks like NYC is, trying to improve their team. They fired their coach. They picked up Panovich from Chicago, correct? I think that's who. Anyway, New York is making moves, and maybe they're not going to be as terrible as we thought. Olympia had made offers for NYC's Medina. So let's see. They traded to Philadelphia. They got a player slot. I mean, I don't know why I'm going this deep into NYC's business, but I'm a little concerned about NYC. They got no players left. Looks like they might be about to use another one. They did pick up a guy on a free transfer. Good job. Sebastian Salazar, 23-year-old Colombian. He looks okay. 15 tackling, 15 passing. That's pretty good. So, okay, they've managed to pick up at least one player. Hopefully, they'll pick up some more. What does their registration look like now? 19 players. Oh my God. Salary cap of $4 million. So they've got $250,000 available. They just need to pick up a couple of more off-budget players, and they'd be fine. I don't understand what their problem is, but anyway. Was there any other news? So we signed some players. We signed ourselves. Did we do anything else? Made the trade. Oh, we got our own transfers to look at. I don't know what's going on with my brain at the moment. Fabricio Bruno is going to be here in a couple of days. He joins on the 15th. Right now it's the 12th, so it's 3 days. We're going to have our new central defender, and that's going to help us out tremendously. He's a pretty good guy. 6'3", nice strength and jumping reach, decent tackling, marking, and heading. Like I mentioned, he's only 23 years old. Very good mentals. His mentals are very balanced. Like not a lot of, he's not good flair or off the ball or vision, but as a central defender, you don't really need that stuff. But everything else is pretty good. So I'm happy with that acquisition. And then after we sign him, we'll see what other sort of moves we can make. Mancosu came to me and said, he was worried he's not getting any playing time. And, of course, we're not going to get him any playing time because he's got that thing in his contract. So that thing being if he plays in 15 games, we're going to have to sign him for another year, which you don't want to do. So I just told him, we consider you a influential player and you shouldn't be making waves in the locker room, and he was okay with that. So I guess he's back to being okay with the team. So I guess we're going to keep him for the rest of the season, but with the transfer window opening, anything could happen. He's definitely a guy who's on the block. Although he seems fairly loyal right now. I'm his favorite personnel at the moment. So I don't want to just shove him out the door because, we could use him. But I definitely want to save him for the playoffs and not use him much before then. He's played in 6 games now. So, he's got 9 left in him. So we'll save those hopefully for the playoffs. I guess that means we're not going to start him this week. Put Vasquez back there. Everybody else is on international duty, though. Petrasso's out on international duty. Lutweiler, Jackson Amell. I guess we can look at our squad and look at international duties. International. All right. So Chevalier, he got picked for the main team. That's pretty crazy. Very happy about that. 17-year-old. Jaguar is injured, so they didn't pick him. Laren got picked, of course. Piet Hassler is not on duty. It's just our Canadian players. I don't know. It's just our Canadian players in the main. Why doesn't this show the actual players? I don't know. We'll see. Let's submit the team. This has not been a good episode so far. I'm kind of scatterbrained at the moment for some reason, but here we go. Seattle is going with the diamond. Fry in goal. Looks like Mafla is going to be coming forward. Anybody else? Ladero. Boy, they got a whole new team going on here in Seattle. Saloy, Adekoya up top. That's a bunch of names here I don't recognize. There's Leardom, but a lot of other guys, not sure who they are. As for us, we got Crepeau in goal because Lutweiler is on Team Canada duty. Gilio Salmon at the fullbacks. Cabrera and Giger. He's not healthy enough to play for Team Canada, I guess, but he is healthy enough to play for us. Yaya Toure at defensive midfielder. Andre at box-to-box. Vargas and Romero outside. Dupuis and Vasquez up top. So let's go. Let's see. Seattle Sounders are 9th in the table, and we're first. Are we first? I don't think so. Let's show them why. Oh, it's recent form table, I guess. We're undefeated in our last 5, so I guess that makes us number 1 anyway. Let's go apply the advice. Good old Winifred. Yeah, that's pretty good, but not quite exactly what we need. Close down on the strikers, of course. Close down. And then where's that fullback? There he is, Mafla. Let's get him. And then it doesn't look like 36 is coming forward, but he might be coming forward, so let's keep an eye on him. Get to the tunnel. Send the assistant. See you later. And here we are in Seattle. It's a pretty good crowd. Not a total sellout, but pretty good. It's kind of surprising for Seattle. Seattle's usually a sellout type of team, if you know what I mean. We got these crazy white uniforms on. Nice steal by Salmon. Can't clear it, though. Ladero tries to get it forward. Gilio bombs it ahead. Vasquez doesn't quite have the speed. Ooh, here's a free kick. Vargas, Giger, Cabrera. I don't like our central defenders handling the ball, but anyway, Bennett clears it out for Seattle. A lot of crazy highlights to start the match. Here's another free kick. This one for Seattle. Drops it back. Wild shot. Yeah, there's a lot of empty seats here. I guess we don't rate Salmon. What was crazy is we had a home game versus Minnesota. Oh, Dupuis wins a header to Vasquez, and it was sold out for Minnesota, and I don't understand. Vasquez out wide to Vargas. Nice play. Vargas to Dupuis. Dupuis drops it back to Andre. Out wide to Romero. Offside. These two strikers, Vasquez and Dupuis, they just don't quite have enough confidence. Vasquez. Oh, gets it forward to Dupuis. I take it all back. Dupuis, come on. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Shoot the ball. He's 7 yards from the goal, and he doesn't shoot it. He passes it wide. Is he in support role or something? He is in support role. Go for the attack. Come on. Like, that should have been a shot. There's no way around that. Should not have been a shot. Okay, so it's a little frustrating. We got a youngster who can't score, and we got a veteran who won't shoot. All right, so it's up to Romero. It's up to Romero. There it is. There's the veteran, the team captain. He'll take matters into his own hands. I'm okay with that. Great bomb forward here. Dupuis out wide to Vargas. Vargas just great pass. Romero, nice touch, and then good finish. All right. Everybody's happy now. Everything's copacetic. Yeah, let's still make that tactical change. Might be ahead, but we're not doing a good job. We need to keep possession. Do we, though? Do we, though, is the question. I don't know about that. We got 3 shots to their 1. They got none on target. They got 63% of possession, but, I mean, they're not doing anything with it. They're not getting any shots. We should consider more crosses. No, let's not do that. Let's do the opposite of that. Less crosses, more shots. Okay, here's Wolf. Sends it in. It's headed out. Ooh, shot. Just over the bar. Okay, if the clock just keeps running, I'm good. We'll take our away victory, and this is fine. Right now, this moves us up into 2nd place in the Eastern Conference. Now, the problem is that we're playing a bunch of games right now where who knows how many other teams are out on international leave because the Gold Cup is a North American competition, so all those teams with players on the U.S. national team and elsewhere, Mexico and, oh, come on, Vasquez, you got to cross it. There it is. Dupuis. Look at Vasquez. He's all the way on the wrong side of the field. Oh, no, that's the striker. I was thinking Velasquez. That's just Vasquez. So good assist by the young striker to the big target man. Romero pops it forward. Vasquez, nice touch. Good play, and then great pass. Dupuis with the finish. Okay. So, yeah, all the teams that have North American players on them, they're all going to want to be out. Or they're all going to want to rearrange their schedule. Except for us, for some reason, we're big dummies. But, you know, we've got a good deep team. Unlike these other teams who only have like 18 players on their squad. Nice away fans there. Look at that big supporter section there. Singing Ale Ale. It's not Ole Ole in Quebec. It's Ale Ale. Yeah. 42 minutes. Let's go. Ratings are pretty darn good. Romero, Vargas, Dupuis looking good. Vasquez. 7-0 rating. There's a corner. There's Vasquez. Toure gets murdered, but Giger is there. Andre forward to Romero. He's onside. It's okay. It's okay. Vasquez and Vargas. That's gonna screw me up because I've already said. What did I say last time? Velasquez. I don't know. Too many names with. And then Victor Cabrera. It's too many V's. Get the V's out of here. All right. Halftime. 2 goals up. That's really good. On the road. Remy was worried. And as well, he should... Whoa, did you see that supporter section? Were those all our supporters? Let's see if we can get back to that camera angle. Like under here. On this side over here that they're not showing. It looked like there was a whole... like section outside of the corner that was Montreal fans. Now they're not showing it. Anyway, analysis. Float crosses, I don't want to do that. Retain possession, I don't think we need to do that. Short passing play, we'll save that for the second half a little bit later. So let's just go to the dressing room. Yeah. Very happy. Let's go. All right, second half. So sometimes this cavalier attitude I have toward my squad comes back and bites me, like that. But more often than not, when I develop this amount of depth on the team, it helps me out for these kind of situations. People are injured, people are out on leave or whatever. I've got backups who can step up and do the job. Dupuis out wide to Vargas. Vargas forward to Vasquez. Nope. Okay. Vasquez. A little patience. A little patience, my man. Now, you know, there's some players in here who shouldn't be in here. Vasquez, 18 years old now, so I guess he's eligible to be a player, and he's getting better. He's improving. This kid's going to be pretty good. 18 finishing already. That's like best player in MLS type of finishing. You know, David Villa has like 19 finishing. He might even have a finishing drop down to like 18 by now. So there might be no better finisher in the league than our young Vasquez. It's just a matter of can he put the rest of it together, and he's got a few years to figure it out. But I really like having strikers who can finish. And he's no exception, but he's in a goal drought right now. Oh, that's no good. Saloy. Yeah, bad shot. Should we drop back? I don't know. I mean, we've been getting shutouts running the 4-2-4. It just seems like if your guys are familiar enough with the formation that you're running, they'll be more likely to play better defense than if you just, you know, switch it up. And I see some streamers and some people on YouTube that like switch up their formations every game, and I don't know that that's a good idea. Maybe it's fun, you know, that's fine. If you're just out there having fun, no problem. But if you're looking to like actually be making a, you know, positive change in your team, I think just finding a good formation and sticking with it is a little better than switching up formations all the time. Now, there are definitely seasons and definitely times when you need to change your formation. But again, I think if you make the change, you should kind of stick with it, or make a change to a formation that's somewhat familiar instead of just switching guys all over the field. I think it's better, rather than changing formation, to change roles of your players. Like, I don't think there's any need to take your fullbacks and put them at wing backs. Like, all you have to do is put them in fullback and set them on attack. Like, if they know what they're doing at fullback and they have no idea what they're doing at wingback, it's better to be fullback on attack than it is wingback on attack. My impression, anyway. By the way, we just got scored on by Gustavo Sanchez. Leardom heads it down. Sanchez knocks it in. Set pieces, man. It's like, that seems to be the only way my teams get scored on these days, is through set pieces. Okay, Cabrera's playing poorly. Is there anybody we can bring in for Cabrera? Not really. Watts, perhaps. Andre's not playing that well. Toure is a little tired. So we could move Andre back to defensive midfielder. Make him the old segundo. Then we can bring Pace in for Yaya. Bring Tran in for Gilio. And I think that's pretty good. Pace. He's not really a box-to-box. We'll make him the deep-lying playmaker. All right, so get a couple of our tired guys out of there. And they're not that tired, but, you know, every little thing helps. There's Vargas, sends one into Jaguar. He gets a head on it. Fry with the nice save, but here come our substitutes. So we had some decisions to make in terms of young players. We got a lot of these sort of guys. 22, 23-year-old guys that we got through our draft. And I had to decide who to re-sign and who not to re-sign. So at the moment, I'm not re-signing Pace. Because we had like 4 guys who could all play the same position, the same sort of advanced central midfielder who we're not really playing much of these days, and who could kind of play midfield but not really. Capo, thank you. You know, guys like Louis and Pace and a couple of others who I forget at the moment. They're out on loan. So I'm only going to re-sign one of them, and I got to decide who it is. Maybe Louis, because he is of course Canadian. Got to keep those Canadian numbers up on our squad, but we'll see. Re-signed, you know, our fullbacks from that draft. Re-sign. We don't have to re-sign our Generation Adidas players. They've still got 1 year left on their contract. There's Dupuy, wins a ball at the midfield. Pace to Romero. I don't know what that was, but Andre wins it to Vargas. Vargas sends it for Dupuy. Was trying to get back on side, so that was not a good pass. Mina bomb it downfield, but Salmon is there. Guigier, Andre. All right, let's move the ball downfield, boys. Vargas, there's a better pass for Dupuy. Dupuy wins it, looking to center it. No good. Oh, boy. That was almost a disastrous play for them. Leardom playing well, but he's real tired. Got a yellow card. Mafla is also tired. Free kick. There's Wolf, sends one wide. That was dangerous. 5 minutes left. See if we can just win this one out. Maybe go retain possession. Work the ball in the box. Shorter passes. All right, here's Ladero. Centers Wolf. Okay, he sneaks one. Yeah, deflected, so they're going to get a corner out of it. Yeah, they don't get anything out of it, though. All right. 89 minutes. Let's see if we can waste time. Is there like a waste time chant here? Calm down. Show some passion. No pressure. Praise. Good job. All right, 4 minutes of stoppage time. Pace. Okay, bombs it forward to Vargas. Vargas up to Dupuy. Dupuy on the run. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to get it stolen by Mina. Okay, right now we're just looking at sort of back and forth football. Giger up to Salmon. Good pass to Pace. Nice pass to Romero. Romero's going to try to go around his man. He does not do it successfully, and there ends the highlight. Okay, minute and a half to go. Salmon with the throw-in. Vasquez. Okay, tricky pass, but Vargas gets it to Dupuy. Back to Vargas. Looks like our fullback is trying to overlap. Not sure I'm excited about that, but here's Pace. Good pass out to Vargas. Vargas has Romero. Boy, those two are playing well together. Great pass from Vargas. Great finish from Romero. Puts the game out of reach. Good game. Good game, boys. Finished it out in extra time. Pace came in. Good pass. But Vargas, that was exceptional. Now you know why all those teams are looking at Vargas, trying to, sniff around, see if he's available. He's not, FYI, but that doesn't stop them from coming around. So very good ratings this game by our front four. The worst rating is 7.1 with Dupuy, and he's got a goal. All right, 10 seconds to go. This should be the final highlight. Romero, nice touch pass out to Salmon. Salmon, bad whatever that was, but he recovers. Pace. Dupuy, forward. All right, let's blow the whistle. Get this game over with. Salmon still running all over the field. Oh, Pace got tripped there. That was uncalled for. Jaguar, nice steal. Up to Vargas. Come on, blow the whistle. This is just... are we going to score again? No. Pace? No. Okay. Thank you, referee. He was just dragging that out. All right. So we looked pretty good this game. Defense and midfield were okay. It was really our forwards who did the job. Nice forechecking on the front line. Very good job. Okay, so let's go to the dressing room. I guess we don't really need to see anything. You saw the game. You know what happened. You played very happy with the way you played. All right, good job. No negging. No coach negging. All right, so there we are. Astute press conference from Remy. Game is over. I don't really want to discuss it. Yeah, probably not. We'll send our assistant just so we don't have to make the same sort of mistakes. Vargas, very good game. Look at his passing. 2 assists, 9.0 rating, 6 key passes. So we can praise his passing. Your passing was a joy to behold. What? You had 6 key passes and 2 assists. So maybe that was supposed to be chances created? I don't know. Get out of here. Get out of here, Vark. 6 key passes and 2 assists. Harumph, basically. Harumph. So we got the foreign transfer window opens very soon. Got some Team Canada games coming up. We don't have any under 23s yet. Can't pick my team yet. So there's not really a lot to do on Canada duty. I'm just sort of scouting, seeing what's going on, seeing who's available. Trying to find, unearth everyone with Canadian heritage that I can find. There's definitely a lot of players on the list that I didn't know existed before. Some pretty good players. Now, most of them are too old for my under 23 team, but they're pretty good. Some good Canadian players playing in Europe, which I guess I didn't really realize. But they're out there if you know where to look, if you know what rocks to unearth. There's one playing for Besiktas, where we got Laren from. Scouting players. So yeah, here's our list of Canadians. Jordi Celebrini, 18-year-old right defender, playing for the Whitecaps residency. I don't know where this guy came from, but we just unearthed him. Put him on the list immediately. Nicolas Galvez, 22-year-old. So this is my list of 23 and under. Jordan Hamilton is out there. Daryl Reynolds, Stefan Ledgerwood, 18-year-old defensive midfielder playing for Vancouver. So, we're starting to form the core of a team here. Some of these guys, I don't know if they're just improving. I don't know if our scouts are overrating them or what. Daryl Reynolds, 19-year-old for Toronto. He's injured right now, but we got a long time before we need him. So, squad is starting to come together, and I'll see, you know, I'll see what kind of team we've got. Hopefully, we got a decent team. I don't know why I'm vamping and advancing. I think I just want to get to this Team Canada game and see how the boys do, and maybe get to the transfer window. I don't know that it matters. But anyway, oh no! Kyle Lahren, concussion, out 2 to 3 weeks, injured after jumping. Injured on Canada duty. That's a no good. But they did beat Guatemala 2-1, so I guess that's good. Borjan in goal. Who's this guy? Milan Borjan. Contracted to Red Star. Ha. 31-year-old Canadian. Interesting. Hutchinson. 36-year-old Canadian. Yeah, he's the guy who plays for Besiktas. 36-year-old Canadian. He still looks pretty good. Only 10 pace. He's 36 years old, so that's really old. But I didn't know this guy existed. 20 teamwork. He's pretty good. Henry Opar. Kofi Opar. 28-year-old playing for DC United. I didn't sign up any of these guys when I was Team Canada manager way back in, I think it was FM 16 or 17. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, how many of our guys played? Lahren played and got injured. Piet came off the bench. None of our other guys played. That's unfortunate. Jackson Amel, Chevalier, Lutweiler. Huh. Alright, so they're out on Team Canada duty, not doing anything. That's good, but at least we won the game. 2-1. Okay. So what do we got next on the schedule? Not Team Canada. Team Impact. We're getting close to the end of the season here. Oh, we got the Canadian Championship coming up. Got a friendly versus Bologna coming up. Immediately, we got another game versus NYCFC, Atlanta United, and then another game versus NYCFC, and then another game versus Atlanta United. What is the schedule I'm looking at here? 2 away games versus NYC and Atlanta, and then 2 home games versus NYC and Atlanta. Weird. Weird stuff. This must... I don't know if this has to do with the rescheduling that other teams did or what, but whatever it is, I'm not too excited about it. So I guess we'll play some combination of those 4 games. Maybe we'll play the 2 home games. NYC in Atlanta. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So until then, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.